everyone, I can't believe it, but another update for my makeup, and I'm excited to show you the usage, and I have so many empties this month. So if that interests you, I hope you will continue watching. Maybe subscribe if you like videos like this. I do this every month. Please give me a like if that is also something you like, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Take you to begin with like what I do every morning before for like prepping my makeup, and then I will go ahead and show you what I'm using, just kind of in the routine that I kind of go and do. So the first item here is from Essence. This is the Prime eyeshadow base. I really like this. I think it works pretty good, and I'm almost done with this, to be honest. I don't know exactly if I can push it to show you how far. Oh yeah, so I already pushed, and I'm like right around here. Hopefully I can get that back in there. That came out real fast. But so I think this is going to be used up by this month. So I do have another product in mind to use when this one is gone. And again, I'll show you that one at the almost the end of the video, right before I do my empties. So the next item here that I use all the time is from Tatcha. This is the Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I'm really enjoying this. I think it has been improving my skin actually, and I really like this product. I know it's kind of expensive, but I think it is worth it. And I believe I got a discount on this anyways, so there is that, but I really like this product. I don't always buy a lot of this brand, but I really am starting to really like this brand. And so for my foundation, after I put my primers on, I'm using this one here. I use two actually. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer, and the shade is, I actually don't know, 0.75, CN 0.75, I think that's what it is. So there we go. And it is one of those that has an applicator like this, which usually I don't like these, but this isn't bad. I don't mind this at all. It works pretty good. I just kind of put it all over my face and then blend it out with a brush. And I've been enjoying it. I think it works really nicely. I have no complaints. And I am using it with this one here. This is the Clinique Super Balanced Makeup. I actually did a small short with this because I thought this was almost gone. And as you can see, I scraped everything out of here and I put it in this little container here, thinking that I was going to have it in a little container like this, which I still have to clean this out. I ended up reputting it in here. But so I have quite a bit, and it's a little dark for my skin, so I've just been using it before I put my bronzer on and blend it out with the rest of my foundation. So I really enjoy this. I'm thinking there's going to be still another month of this because there's so much in here and I barely use that one. And then I've been using this from Florence to set my makeup. And this is the Called Even Color Correcting Powder. So this is what the outside looks like, and it is kind of a, it's not powdery at all. It's a different kind of a texture, but I really like it for the winter when my skin is really dry, and just powdery products can really dry it out even more sometimes. But I really like this, and it is kind of like a cream powder texture. That's the best I can say. But I have been really enjoying this, and I think I'm going to be having this for quite a while to use still. Bronzer, this is the Cover FX, and this is another that's kind of like the same consistency. It's not really a powder, but it's not really a cream. And so, but this is what it looks like on the outside. It's starting to get really dirty from using it every day, but I have gotten some progress out of it. So this is what it looks like. And I think this is just going to be around for a long time, but it is starting to have a dip there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to have a dip, and mostly on this side here, if I go closer, you can see it. This side seems to be taking a lot longer to get any progress in, but I just kind of put my brush in both sides here and used it that way and blend it out, and I really like it. I think it works really nicely. And now I'm on to a palette that I've been using. This is the Dr. Seuss the Grinch palette, and I already took it out of here. It's actually like a big box, so that is one reason I want to use this up. But I really like these eyeshadows and the blush and the bronzer in here, and the highlighter too is beautiful. Sorry, no bronzer, highlighter, no bronzer. But this is what it looks like. I've gotten so much progress in here. So I have used up the two top ones here. These were glitter toppers, and I really enjoyed it. I used up this one here. I put that by my brows. And this black, I am glad this is, I'm using it, I'm completely saying it's gone, even though it's not. There's a little bit in there. That one was hard to work with. It was so powdery that after I put my makeup on, I would have to go with a paper towel or a clean, whatever I could have, and just kind of dab away at my face, because every time I blinked, the powder would go all over, you know, by my cheeks, everywhere. It was very annoying, and so I'm just calling it quits for that, just because of that reason. I know there's something there, but I just used it enough to use with the glitter toppers over here on the top, and now I'm calling it quits. And now I've just started using this gold here, and I'm just stopped using, for the last day I used this. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of hard to work with because it's all in the corners there. So since these two shades are basically the same color, I'm actually going to use the highlighter by my brows instead. And I'm using it as a highlighter itself. So hopefully that'll be getting some good use very, very soon and showing some progress next month. And I am using this blush right now, and I think it's very, very nice. And I'm waiting to use the other ones. I'm just kind of doing a couple shadows at a time, just so I can use this up. But it's a really great product. It's just, I'm trying to use like one palette or one or two palettes up at a time, just try to get them out by the end of March, and then we'll see after that what I choose to take out. I did use this e.l.f. palette here. This is the cover, but I only used one shade, so there's not much progress here to be said. I used this yellow shade here. That is it. So, I mean, at least I did get a pan there, but that's all I used because I'm trying really hard to use the other one up, and I really like that per palette. I think it is so pretty. Like I forgot to tell you what I'm using for my concealer. So this is from Sephora. This is the Best Skin Ever. It's a full coverage multi-use concealer. It is a little dark for me, but if I go in really lightly, I think it works really well, especially when I go in and color correct it with this. I think it works pretty decently. And so that's the way I've been using this, and I have a feeling this is going to be quite a while because it is really full. So that's what the applicator looks like, and I have nothing bad to say other than the color's a little off for me. This is a really great product. So now I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I've been using for my mascara and my eyeliner and my brows. Everyone, I noticed I forgot to tell you about my setting spray I've been using from MAC. This is the Prep and Prime Fix It Up Coconut Fix Setting Spray. So I'm so close to being done. If you can see, I'm way at the bottom here. So I believe this is going to be used up this month, and I'm going to be bringing this one in. This is the Creme Hello Kitty Celebrate Setting and Priming Spray Rose Water. So I'm excited to start using this one because pretty sure this is going to be used up this month, maybe in the next couple of weeks. So I'll just start with mascara, and I am actually using this here. This is the Lancome Hypnosis Doll Eyes. So this is what it looks like, and it has an applicator like this. I will say, I of course have it on right now. I was hoping that this would be longer. I think doll eyelashes, I think really long, but for me, I'm not getting, I know my glasses aren't helping, but I'm not getting extreme length from this, not like I would like anyway, but it is a decent mascara, and I have been enjoying using it regardless, so it doesn't smear, cake, anything like that, and it lasts until I take it off at the end of the day, so that is good for that. Just wish it had more length. And my eyeliner, I'm using this from Smashbox, been using it for a long time. This is the shade Nymph, and it's pretty old actually, and so this is, oh, it looks like I have another color on top, so my eyeshadow is starting to bleed into, so let me take care of that. I'll just use my hand because my eyeshadow is going on top, so I can't show you the color. That's kind of crazy. So here's the color here, and I really like it. I just have it underneath my eye right here, of course. I don't really use this on top, and now I see that blends right along with my eyeshadow I'm using. So yeah, it's not a powdery eyeshadow at all. It's kind of creamy, which I really enjoy. And then I'm using for my brows this from Tarte, and I believe this is going to be used up this month, maybe, if not this month, for sure next. This is the Frameworker Brow Pomade. So this is what the outside looks like, and when you open it up, this is how much I have in here, kind of scraping along the edges. So I am thinking by the end of the month, like I said, for sure next month this will be used up, if not this month. But it's a really great product. I am glad that I'm using it in the winter though, because it seems like this is kind of like it would move around a little bit if I got sweaty, or you know, it's just really kind of moisturizing, so it doesn't really stay put as well as others I've used. But I really like this, and like I said, in the summer I'm not sure how it would work, if it would just kind of melt a little bit, but for the winter this is a really great product. And now let's go on to lips. I believe that's what I have left. So I'm trying to use this up. This is from Kat Von D, and I have it on right now. I really like this color. It's very, very pretty. So this is what it looks like. And I'll show you the applicator here. So I apply this once in a day, and it lasts the entire day. I just actually have to take it off at the end of the day with makeup remover, and otherwise it might fade a little bit. But I don't like constantly eat or anything. I might have water with me. So, but I don't see it even transferring to my cup hardly at all. So I really think this was a great, or is a great, really great product. I think the decorations on here are very, very pretty for this lipstick. So I think it's really gorgeous, and it works beautifully, and I love the color. Everyone, so now I'm just going to tell you what I plan on bringing in when these other ones are used up. If they get used up this month or not, I'm not quite sure. Some of these are repeats that I told you last month, so I apologize. I just wasn't able to get through as much as, you know, I thought I could, especially with lipsticks. But I am going to be bringing in this from L'Oreal. It's another red. It's the Infallible Pro Matte Gloss. As you can see, this is really pretty. I've had it for a while, and I just haven't gotten around to using it. And I think winter is the perfect time to use up some of my red lipsticks. But I also have this one here in case I don't want red. This is the So Susan collection. It's a liquid matte in the shade Pumpkin. I have had this for a while now, and just would like to get this one used up. This was back when I used to get subscription boxes, so it's been a while. There's nothing wrong with it, but yeah, it's been a while. And my eyeshadow base is almost used up, so I'm going to be bringing this Ulta Beauty one in. This is the Inner Glow Longwear Eye Primer, and I have used one of these up before. The packaging changed, but I really do think these are really nice. As you can see, it's still wrapped up in all the packaging, so brand new, and haven't used it at all. And my face primer is almost used up, I think, or will be used up shortly. So I'm going to bring this in. This is another Tatcha product. This is the Silk Canvas, but this time it's in one of these. And I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. I think this is going to be really, really nice. It's kind of a moisturizing type of a product. And at the same time, I haven't used this really for priming my face yet, but I really love the other one. So I think it's going to be really nice. And if my foundation gets used up, I'm going to bring this in. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. Same one. I believe it's a different shade. If not, yeah, this is CN.5. So this one's just a little bit lighter, I think, than the one I'm using now. But so I'll be bringing this one in. But I don't think that's going to be anytime soon. Pretty sure I have a lot of use left out of the other one. If the powder gets used up that I'm using, I have been using this on and off. This has been in my purse just for if I want to fix up my face, whatever at work. But this is the Simply Bella Beyond Perfection, and so this is what it looks like. And like I said, I barely used it. You could just kind of see, I just kind of used off this little picture on here, just faded it a little, but this is a really good product. So when the other one gets used up and using, I will be bringing this, but still might keep this in my purse for those days that I'm just having some oil issues. Sometimes my skin doesn't work well as other days, if you know what I mean. And mascara, I just put in that mascara, and I'm just started using the mascara I showed you, but if it does start to get dried out, which I don't think it'll be this month, if it does, I'm going to bring this one in here. I've used up one of these before, and I did really like this mascara. My lash primer, if you haven't noticed, or if you did notice, I didn't have one to show you because I used one up, and I will be showing you shortly right after this part of the video. But I'm going to be bringing this in from Essence. This is a Lash Princess Mascara Primer. I haven't used this one, but I am thinking I'm going to really like this. I like Essence products. I think they work very well. My brows, if I use that up, I'm going to bring this one in from NARS. This is the Brow Defining Cream in the shade djouf. So that's what the outside looks like, and the inside It just kind of looks like this. I think it might be a little bit of a different shade, a little bit lighter maybe. But so I'll be bringing this one in and we'll see how long this one takes to get used up. If it's the same kind of texture, it is the same brand, so there's that. But I really like NARS. I think they have really great products. So I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 products I think that I have used up. If I counted right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 8 products here that I used up, but I'm really excited to show them to you. They've been in my collection for a long time, and I am just glad to be getting them out and to have used them up. So exciting to use up makeup, especially when you've had makeup as long as I have sometimes, just waiting to get used. So this is from Clinique. This is the Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation. As you can see, I scraped everything out of here, and I really like this foundation. I actually kind of miss it. Clinique just has really good foundation. I'm starting to realize I really like Clinique. My mom's been using Clinique for as long as I can remember, but I just never really started using it. But Marshall's had some on sale, and I picked them up. And honestly, I'm going to look for more Clinique. I know I'm using Clinique now, and I just think they're great products, and I think they're a little bit better for you, for your skin too, if I remember right. So I do really like that, and I do kind of miss it. This is from Mercier. This is a Pure Canvas Power Primer, and I do not like this. I wanted to like this. I used it for the longest time, thought it was empty, and when I was using it, my skin was kind of inflaming, having issues, breaking out, and I thought it was just something else. I didn't know. I thought I was blaming it on everything but this, and honestly, I stopped using it for a while, was using something else, and then noticed there was a little bit left, so I started using it again, and then I started breaking out again. So I just think something in here does not agree with my skin, and I'm just never going to, I hope I don't have any more. I don't think I have any more of this brand primer in my collection, and I won't be buying any more because it did not agree with my skin. And I don't have skin that really disagrees with a lot of foundations, anything, you name it, skincare. I don't have issues with it normally, but that did not agree with my skin. Here's another one I didn't like, and I know I have one more of these in my collection because I bought 2 at one time. And it's not that it broke me out or anything. I didn't have bad skin with it. At least I don't think I did. But this is from saie, and it is a concealer. But the problem with this is I could not get it to dry down. I would put it underneath my eyes, mostly underneath my eyes, and it was still kind of liquidy, kind of like that sticky feeling for the longest time, and I would set it, and that's how I left it, but it never really sat in, like, it was just always kind of a, I don't know, I just didn't like it. It wouldn't set. It was still kind of wet for the longest time, if not the whole day. So I know I have one more of these left, and I will use it since I paid for it, but yeah, not a favorite of mine at all. Next item here is from Dose of Colors, and I used it up, and I'm so happy about it. This was one I had in the subscription box a long time ago, but this is the Dose of Colors, and I don't even know the shade anymore, but there we go. And I tried to use this until it was completely dried out, and there is a little bit in here, barely, if you can see that, just a drip, but when I go to apply this, it's super dry, and it's like I'm dragging it across my lips, and it's drying out super fast. So to me, that's a sign that this is basically empty, and there's always going to be that little top that has a little bit on there, but for the most part, I believe this is super dried out, so I'm just going to call it quits. But I really did enjoy this. It was something that stayed put for the longest time. I can't complain. And I used this mascara up. This is the Lancome Hypnosis Doll Eyes, the one I'm using now. I had 2 of them. I can get it open. Okay, oh, there we go. But as you can see, it's super dried out, super cakey. Didn't even want to come out of the package, so that is completely dried out. And yep, that I really did enjoy this, though. I believe I had that for like 2 months before it dried out, something like that. And I am calling this quits too. This is the Physicians Formula Watermelon Sugar. This is the second one that I have used up. I had gotten a kit with some bronzers and blushes and highlights, and it came with these, so I used up 2 of these, but one was a long time ago. But so this smelled really, really good, and even though there's a little bit on here, it's really hard to get any of this out, so I'm just going to call it quits. And the brush is really kind of mangled from using it too. It's just really hard to get this out now, so I'm just calling it quits. But it smelled good, and it actually tasted good, if that makes any sense at all. But It was really, really nice. It's just got to call it quits because it was harder to get out. And the last thing here is from Essence. This is the Volume Booster Lash Primer. I've used these a few times in the past, and so this is another one I used up. As you can see, it's completely dried out. And I couldn't even get any more on my lashes. I had to keep going over and over my lashes. It was just kind of like combing through them but not putting anything on them anymore. So calling this quits as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, I hope you consider giving me a big thumbs up, subscribing, and if you're doing project painting, I hope you are doing well as well. And I will see you all next time. And after this one goes out, I already put my empties video on, so I hope you will go look for that. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.